Hello, everyone, and welcome to our deep dive into The Mysterious Island, an exciting chapter from Daniel Defoe's classic, Robinson Crusoe. Today, we'll explore this thrilling first-person narrative, learning about survival, resourcefulness, and unexpected discoveries. Our journey begins with understanding the narrative style of this chapter. It's a first-person narrative, meaning the story is told directly by the main character, Robinson Crusoe, using I and we. This storytelling technique draws you right into his experiences, making you feel his fear, his triumphs, and his loneliness as if you were right there beside him on the island. It's a very powerful way to tell a story of survival. Did you know first-person narratives like this one are incredibly popular? They help create a very strong and personal connection between you, the reader, and the character's thoughts and feelings. Our story begins with Robinson Crusoe's voyage to the African island of Fernando de Noronha, which starts off smoothly and safely. However, this calm doesn't last. Soon after passing the island, a fierce and terrifying storm strikes their ship. The winds are incredibly strong, tearing at the sails, and the churning waters violently toss their vessel. The ship is badly damaged and taking on water, forcing the crew to abandon it. They try to reach land in a small boat, but just as hope seems near, a massive wave capsizes their boat, throwing everyone into the churning water. Our narrator, exhausted and sick, is miraculously carried to shore by another powerful wave. It's a historical fact that during the Age of Exploration, when people like Robinson Crusoe sailed the seas, shipwrecks were actually very common. This was due to unpredictable weather and the much less advanced navigation tools available at the time. After the ordeal, Robinson Crusoe wakes up the next day, safe in a tree where he had scurried for protection from wild animals. His first priority is survival. He spots the remains of his ship surprisingly close to the shore, less than a kilometer away. Bravely, he swims out to the wreck, where he's able to salvage incredibly valuable items like food, essential tools for carpentry, books, pens, paper, needles, and clothes. To transport these treasures back to shore, he ingeniously ties pieces of wood together to create a raft, even using clothes as a makeshift sail. Later, he explores and finds a flat area on a hillside, complete with a small cave, which he decides will be his secure home and storeroom, safe from animals. It's a fascinating truth about survival stories. Basic tools and sheer ingenuity often prove far more valuable than gold or jewels when you're stranded in the wilderness. Over the next 10 months, Robinson Crusoe dedicates himself to building a life on the island. He constructs a sturdy fence around his living area, makes furniture from wood, and expands his storeroom. He then embarks on a deeper exploration of the island, starting from a stream he had previously noticed. During this expedition, he discovers wide grassy plains, dense forests filled with various fruits, which he gathers for drying. He even finds a beautiful, green, and lush valley that significantly lifts his spirits, making him feel like the king of his domain. His resourcefulness continues as he discovers a type of clay suitable for making pots and jars. Perhaps most remarkably, he accidentally discovers corn growing from seeds he had simply discarded, leading him to meticulously cultivate a cornfield, securing a consistent food supply for himself. Did you know that Robinsonade is a whole literary genre named after Robinson Crusoe? It's a type of story that focuses on characters who are stranded in isolated places and must survive by their wits. Just when Robinson Crusoe has built a comfortable life and feels in control, his solitude is dramatically shattered. One day, while wandering, he discovers a human footprint in the sand, sending a jolt of alarm through him. This is quickly followed by the sighting of a boat far off in the sea. These signs make him question his sanity and fill him with a deep fear that tribals or wild men might inhabit the island. His fears are confirmed when he finds evidence of a recent human presence, a place where a fire had been built and a circle cut into the earth. The next morning, he creeps closer and observes 9 primitive men around a fire, wearing few clothes and carrying weapons. This shocking discovery instantly changes his perception of the island, replacing his sense of mastery with overwhelming fear and the realization that he must now live with extreme caution. It's fascinating how different cultures use fire. Many indigenous cultures around the world don't just use fire for cooking, but also for communicating over long distances, for important ceremonies, and even to manage and shape the natural landscape around them. The mysterious island is rich with powerful themes. It prominently showcases Robinson Crusoe's incredible resilience, his unwavering ability to bounce back from the brink of death and adapt to an entirely new existence. His resourcefulness is constantly on display, from salvaging the shipwreck to inventing ways to make tools and cultivate food. This constant adaptability is key to his survival in the wild environment. However, the story also delves into the human experience of fear, particularly the fear of the unknown, which intensifies dramatically with the discovery of other inhabitants. This new threat introduces a profound need for caution into his life, forcing him to navigate the island with extreme care and constant vigilance to avoid conflict. The well-known phrase, "survival of the fittest," isn't just about animals in nature. It also applies perfectly to human ingenuity and how we adapt and overcome challenges in the most difficult environments, just like Robinson Crusoe. As we conclude our exploration of the mysterious island, Robinson Crusoe's incredible journey leaves us with many powerful lessons. It vividly demonstrates the immense strength of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds, highlighting how resilience allows us to endure. We see the profound power of adaptability and ingenuity as Crusoe constantly invents new ways to survive and thrive. The narrative also explores the complex nature of isolation, from the initial loneliness to the shocking realization that he might not be alone after all. Ultimately, his adventure reminds us that life itself is an ongoing journey, full of the marvelous and the bizarre, challenging us to face the unknown with both courage and caution. Thank you for joining us on this literary adventure. Here's a cool fact. Daniel Defoe's famous novel was actually partly inspired by a real-life castaway named Alexander Selkirk, who incredibly survived for 4 years alone on a deserted island. We hope you enjoyed learning about the mysterious island and the incredible story of Robinson Crusoe. Keep exploring and discovering new worlds through literature.